That's what I'm saying. Nigga, this table's only so much. Shit. Big nigga.
So we're the Grastards. I'm Ariel.
I'm Andre.
All right. So today, we're talking about Across the Spider-Verse.
Are we?
We're
Oh shit. My phone's still on. Hey,
we're professionals now, man. Come on.
It's not my fault the people love me. And everything cheese.
I'll go ahead and start then, since you started last time.
Go for it.
So my first pro is the presentation of the movie. I think was great. All the colors, the animation, the different types of animation. I thought it was really cool.
Yes, it was cool.
You did like it?
No, I did like that.
Oh, well,
the opening sequence was fucking.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about just like the overall, like the lighting, the way that the animation was done, like the entire movie.
Oh, it was smooth as hell.
All right, that's yours. First pro.
First pro. It starts off with Gwen Stacy. Man, her opening sequence was fire. I know I use that a lot. Get used to it. Fire. She fucking acted like a Spider-Man should act. She had a sad, like, fucking backstory. Her action sequence was crazy good. I think she's like the best, like, overall acrobatic Spider-Man in the whole damn movie. Like, she's just so graceful and beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, this is what a Spider-Man should be. She does her job. She's quick with the quips and everything like that. I love that.
Yeah, that was actually one of my pros. Is I just put her backstory, but Gwen Stacy as a character, I think she carried the movie for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was. This is a lot of her movie. When you start off with somebody,
that'll get into my cons later.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
How I feel about that. But I guess I'll go with my next one. The whole theory about the canon event. Spoilers. We got to call that out. People get mad about that. So spoilers. The hero gets portrayed as a villain because he's trying to save something that's considered a canon event. The way that whole thing happened, the different sequences when they were in the India Spider-Man and all that, I thought all that was really cool.
Alluding to that, I liked Spider-Man 2099. He was a boss. Like, this dude was like, I was like, yeah, I'm done. This is my guy. This is my guy. I'm in. I'm like this. I'm totally with this. I'm like, he's like the pragmatic antagonist of the movie, even though there's another overarching one that's probably going to be revealed and everything. But he was the asshole that was basically going up against the hero story and everything. Like Ariel touched on, there's canon events, stuff that every Spider-Man is supposed to go through, and stuff's supposed to happen. And you're supposed to root for the good guy. Like, yeah. But as a grown-ass man, as an adult, everything doesn't go your way sometimes. It's like bad shit's going to happen.
Exactly.
And he had a point. This is the job. This is what you signed up for. To be Spider-Man, bad shit's got to happen to make you a better hero.
Yeah. That's the trope for pretty much any hero.
Yeah.
It's something traumatic happens, and then you fight to overcome that, and then it makes you a better person.
Yeah,
the whole storyline.
You start protecting people so it doesn't happen to anyone
to
else.
anybody else.
Yeah, but it's like a perfect like anti-hero because he's not wrong and everything.
He's not wrong. The way he's going about it is not the greatest.
It's a little dickish.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand the fact if you've been doing this for a few years that you're like, I don't have time. Yeah. I'm not time to explain this little nigga. Just calm down. Like, I'm doing what's right. Even your mentor and everybody here gets it. And I thought it was great. I think Isaac killed it as his voice. I was like, I believed him. I believed that he would be a pain in the ass, and when he was mad, I believed he was mad.
Yeah.
So that was a good plus for me.
So on a lighter tone, one of my pros was Andy Samberg as Ben Reilly. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I
wanted more time.
I wanted to see. Yeah, I wanted more of Andy Samberg as Ben Reilly. It was kind of like a play on the character, not serious at all, just funny. Just kind of threw him in there as humor. I thought it was good. Andy Samberg's always fun.
Yeah, he's a good character and everything. Pro of mine is Miles Morales. He's a likable kid, man. He's a likable guy. He's like a good Spider-Man. You're rooting for him and everything like this. He's doing what he thinks is right, which is all anybody could do. You know, everything. And he's a little sprung on the snow bunny, but she's cool. I understand.
So for me, this was gonna be my final, but I just thought of another one, and I'm gonna throw it in there.
Yeah, throw it in there.
So
This is off the cuff.
the final act of the movie. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little when I was watching this. The first besides the Gwen Stacy backstory, awesome. Then it got towards the middle, and it kind of took me out. Then when it got to the final act, everything that was happening, top 10. Top, yes. 10, right. Just because the final was great. It ends in a cliffhanger. Part of the
crazy ass cliffhanger.
But just the way that they did it from when he got to the Spider Society and on, it definitely picked up, and it kind of made the movie.
Another pro of mine was actually the villain of the movie, who is the overarching antagonist, not Spider-Man 2099. His name's the Spot. Goofy guy in the comics. He's goofy here. And Spider-Man starts doing what Spider-Man does. Miles was cracking jokes on him, and he took that shit personally. He was like, "Hey, man, all right. You did this to me." So Miles...
It's funny that you like that, because I
yeah, I loved it. Miles accidentally created this guy, and I feel like that happens a lot in comics and movies.
Yeah.
You're doing the right thing, because you're helping someone. You might fuck somebody else over, and that's just how it goes. And then that person comes back to get you. Mm-hmm. He's kind of got a point to be mad at you and everything. He's like, this guy's deformed and messed up because of you, no matter the justification or whatever. So I like that. And Miles clowning him, like doing what Spider-Man does. Like, that's why Spider-Man's my number one. I love clowning people. I love joking. And if that gets under your skin, all the better. It usually makes you mess up.
That's the point.
Yeah,
he's doing that to get under your skin, to throw you off your game.
And you mess up, boom, you're caught. And everything. So I love the journey of the Spot, because he starts off as a joke, a villain of the week, and he becomes overarching.
He does become a force.
Yeah, and then we're waiting for the third one for that one. But he's like seriously like, no, your ass is mine. Like, this is what's going down. There's no more jokes. And they laugh this up, and he's doing that. So I actually enjoyed him as a villain in his journey.
The very end, lightweight spoiler, they show an alternate version of Miles. I want to see more of that guy. I
think they're saving that for
I
part
definitely
3,
can't wait for part 3, just because of that quick minute and a half scene of that character. I want to see how it does. It's voiced by a different actor.
Yeah.
Was it called Jerome Jamel, something like that?
I don't know.
The guy's Dominican.
Yeah, he's a Dominican guy. You should know.
Yeah.
I know all the black guys. I'm just saying.
So I want to see more of that. I want to see more how that plays out. My last one, the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
The soundtrack of this movie,
music is
produced by Metro Boomin. It is good.
Yeah.
So, I think that was pretty good. The cons, I probably got more than you. So
yeah. I don't have that many cons. I watched this movie twice. I liked it better the second time because I got to digest it more. Got this guy going, man, what the? I don't like this. Where's the action? Like, man, come on. All right, so this one, this it's a little bit of this first con is a little bit of both. It's a little good, it's a little bad, but I put it in the con column because even watching it the second time, it's like the second act of the movie, it slows down crazy. It has a point because they're doing the family stuff. They're doing the Dominican mom or the Puerto Rican mom, and like the black dad and everything. I was like, they got a dynamic. They're having a party, it's a bit of a con because it's slowed, but they act like real black and Puerto Rican parents. Like, this is like, if I go to a party and I'm late or something happens, you're getting your ass chewed out. Yeah, there's no getting rid of that. And I was like, I really feel like this is it. And when the girl showed up out of nowhere, the mom's going to have a problem. They're like, you don't use parents' first names when you just meet them. It's like,
I think it was too much.
They did. Yeah, that's why it's a con. That's why it's a con for me.
From that, and it would have been better.
Because they were pushing their message a little too hard about like we be accepted where you at.
Your parents love you.
Don't worry.
We get it.
You can always come home. We get it. You're a loving family.
Yeah.
You pushed it a little too much, and it bogged down the movie for me. So that's why I put it in the con. Wherever.
I'm gonna start with my overall one. My overall con is throughout the movie, Miles felt like a secondary character. He didn't feel like the main character sometimes in this movie until the very end.
No, that's true.
The very end, he he got it back, he stole it, but
That's very true.
it felt like a Gwen Stacy movie, and I'm totally cool with that. I'm totally cool with the Gwen Stacy movie. I would have been there opening night, watch the Gwen Stacy movie, all good. But you go in there with an expectation, thinking that this is going to be Miles Morales, and it's going to be a Miles movie. I forgot about this damn thing. And it's going to be a Miles. It's supposed to be a Miles movie, and I didn't get that. I didn't get that from the Gwen stuff, which was great. Miles comes in, and it's like, all right, and then they start doing the parent stuff. They try to like really shove the parents down your throat, and it's like, I want to see Miles doing Miles stuff.
No, I got you.
And I didn't really get that.
Yeah, that kind of leads into my second pet peeve, man. It's the biggest one I have, and they've started this from like back in 2002, 2004. It really started with I think the first time I noticed it where it was obnoxious is the Pirates of the Caribbean, the bumbling hero. That's my one. It's a pet peeve of mine. And you guys know what I'm talking about, where the hero like grabs a rope and he's knocking shit over and everything, and then the shit he knocks over makes the bad guys trip or something, and he gets away and he's like, aha! Like, I don't like that. If you're the hero, do some hero shit. I don't want to see you trip and fall and accidentally win or something. And I felt like when it started, that was happening a lot for Miles. He was shooting webs, but it was going through, hitting himself, and I was like...
Especially in the point of, like, Miles' Spider-Man career that he was in, he shouldn't be getting lucky at that point. Like, he should be, like, have a plan, know what he's doing, and...
It's just...
I feel like it's an overcritical thing, but it's like...
Yeah, I mean...
90s Peter Parker would have never...
Oh, no, he had the quips, but he didn't fuck up like that.
Okay, these last two, I got two more, and they really bothered me. Peter's daughter in the movie. The kid, the baby. I get it the first time. Yeah. Then at the end, spoiler, he takes the baby with him through the portal thing that they're going through. Just, hey man, that's irresponsible. Like, leave your kid at home or find a babysitter. Mary Jane was home, and she was able to watch that kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. They want it to be more about Miles.
Yeah, this is the way to sandbag him.
They sandbag him. He doesn't steal the show. He has other things to look after. But it's like, dude, why are you taking your probably under 2-year-old baby into a battle when you have to go save some? Like,
my second pet peeve is kind of on that. Like, my thing is, I get it, you're comfortable and all this, but why are you walking around in a bathrobe and slippers with spider powers? I was like, all right, man, put your shoes on. You're going out no matter what. Unless you're, like, he was wearing stuff like you're going to take out the trash. Like, you throw in a quick robe and some slippers. Like, all right, nigga, it's raining. Let me run out here to put the trash out.
It felt like a lazy way of taking Peter Parker out of like, having him have a major role. It felt like a lazy way of doing that. It's like, come on, you're taking him out, but you're making him like a crap dad. Like, that's not cool.
No, not at all.
So,
I mean,
that's me. It bugs me a lot just watching it. That's the whole thing I was thinking of when all the other stuff and they're doing these great speeches. I was like, why has he got this baby with him? Like, take her home. Like, do something. Like, go to Hot Maze. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. My pet peeve, my last one is just basically what it is, cliffhangers. I hate movie cliffhangers. It's like, just hold off and give us the 2 movies. I don't want to wait another year or something like this. And this was a strong cliffhanger, but I get it. It's part 1, but just tell a story part 1. I mean, beginning, middle, and end. Then have another.
Do like a Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, like literally on that cliffhanger. I hate that. Like, hold up.
Yeah.
And to be continued. Like, that pisses me off. So that's all I got, man.
All right, my last one. And this, while we're watching the movie, I'm like whispering over to him. Like that, this bugged me so much was the changing of the dad's last name to Morales.
All right, when it's Davis.
It's supposed to be Davis. In part 1, it was Davis, and then all of a sudden, his last name is Morales in this movie.
He's a black
it's
dude.
Those little details that just really irked me.
Yeah, it's kind of like they didn't want to rock the boat. In the comic books, it's different. Yeah. His dad was like a secret agent, and the reason why. Miles' name is Morales because the mom didn't want to get all mixed up in that and have like criminals trying to go get
it. Perfect story. Perfect backstory. You keep the dad's name the same and all that. They just try to like. It was almost insulting. Like it was almost insulting to like the viewer that they just did that. Like somebody that was writing the movie. Like, oh, they're not gonna know. Yes, the people that go watch this, for the most part, are fans, and not for the most part, because there's a lot of people that, like kids and stuff, that have it. But like a lot of like the true fans read the comics and knows like what's happening, and then you get something like that, and it just completely changes their. It took me out of the movie a little bit because that's it. I'm off my soapbox.
Gotcha. So since you went first, let's get your RN review rating.
My score.
What's your score?
So I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Oh,
it was a rough one.
You went up.
It was a rough one. I went up a little bit, and I thought about it. The soundtrack helps too because I like that soundtrack.
The soundtrack, yeah.
I originally had it a 7. I was gonna go 8, and then I was like 7.5 is a good in between for me. Yeah. Just because the things that bugged me, like really bugged me, it might seem insignificant to you, but like I like experiencing things a certain way, and it took me out of it. So that's mine.
My actually score went up again because I had it like before lower at 8, but after the second viewing I liked it more. 8.5.
8.5.
RN score of 8.5. This is a alright one. I mean, even with the slowdown in the middle, straight.
It was a good movie. I'm looking forward to the third one.
Yeah,
I definitely want to see the third one. I hope we get more of Miles being Miles and not necessarily the whole team, which I know there's gonna be a bunch of them. But
cool.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
It.
Stay for the end credits.
Yeah.
Run that shit back. Time still. Run that back. Nope. You ain't gonna run it back. You're just gonna cut right there. You're just gonna cut. Well then.